Hey, what is up, you guys? It is your girl Tyressa Renee, here to slay the day away, okay? Period. It's your favorite cookbook cook, and I am back with another video. And today we're gonna be serving up some ooey gooey and straight up delicious s'more cookies. If you love chocolate, marshmallows, and graham crackers, honey, you're in the right kitchen. Let's get into this video. Alright, here's the things you will be needing for this recipe. Okay, my cookbook crew, we're not just building any kind of s'mores, we're making legacy s'mores. First, we're going to need 6 crackers, full crackers. And we're going to put those in the food processor. And we're going to post-ate this until we get the nice, perfect cracker crust we want and desire. Now we're going to melt down our 2 tablespoons of butter. Now we're going to pour in all of our ingredients that we just made. So our graham cracker crumbs and our 2 tablespoons of sugar, and our butter is already in there, and we're gonna give that a good mixing up. Once this is all mixed up, this is gonna we roll our cookies in. And that's right, we're rolling our cookies in this. I wish you guys could smell this through the screen. It smells so good. Now it's time to make the cookie dough. Starting with your dry ingredients, you're gonna get your little sifter or your sifter cup like me, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my salt in there. It's just 3/4 of salt. And we're gonna grind that up, and then we're gonna throw our baking soda in there, which is just half a teaspoon of baking soda this time around. And now we're gonna actually start putting in our flour and sifting that out. And I'll be right back once everything is sifted out properly. Now that our dry ingredients are all in there, we're gonna give it a little nice whisk up so that the salt and baking soda is mixed in welly. Then we're gonna sit her off to the side, and we're gonna start mixing together our wet / dry, because sugar's pretty dry, ingredients. All right, now we're just gonna beat this butter for about 1 minute. Now we're gonna mix in our brown sugar and our white granulated sugar. Consistency of that mix should look just like this. Nice, fluffy, airy for that cookie dough. Next, you're gonna wanna add in your vanilla and your egg. First, you're gonna add in your water. Then you're gonna add in your vanilla. Then you'll add in your egg. And we'll mix that up until it's fully combined, and then add our flour. Now we're gonna add in our flour. And after the flour, we'll be adding in our chocolate chips. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to purchase myself a stand mixer, guys. My mixer is not mixing for me anymore, so we finished the rest with our good old hands. So I have added in our chocolate chips. Unfortunately, the dough was mixed up good enough where I can just kind of mold it like the way I'm molding it now, which is exciting. It feels so soft and delicious. Like, I don't know what other way to explain it. So here's the ideal. I am going to stuff the marshmallow in between the chocolate chip cookies. And obviously, I'm going to be rolling it in that crust that I made. So let's see how that ends up turning out. I'm excited to see it. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the grand scheme of things. I'm going to take my cookie scoop. And we're not going to fill it all the way up. We're going to fill it up like somewhat full, but definitely going to take a big chunk out of it. And then we're going to just roll it in this. I decided that I'm going to take that scoop full, but then I'm also going to just break it in half. And we're still going to roll both sides inside of that crust, like so. But with that one, we're going to flatten her out stick the marshmallow in between, and then we're going to move on to the next cookie. I'm so excited to see how these cookies are about to turn out, guys. So this is what we're doing. We're grabbing ourselves a marshmallow, sticking it in between, and then we're gonna just, there we go, just like so. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna roll her back into them graham cracker crumbs. And I think next time we'll do it a little bit different, but just like so. These are gonna be some massive cookies, guys, but they're gonna be so massively delicious. And we're gonna round her up a little bit, like so, because she's gonna melt down either way. And we're gonna put her on our cookie sheet. May not be able to get a lot of these cookies on here, but we're gonna get a good chunk. This is what she's looking like so far. I'll come back once I have the whole tray filled out. Bake your cookies at 350 for about 10 to 10:45 minutes. Are you guys seeing this? Also, if you want your cookies absolutely to be a little freaking bit amazing, gooey ooier, toast your marshmallow before you put it inside the cookie. But here's the finished results after the cookie is baked, and let me just tell you, absolutely beautiful and absolutely amazing. These are definitely a 10 out of 10. We'll try again. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to try this cookie. You hear that crunch? That crisp. This is pretty good. There's a lot of other avenues I can take with this cookie though. But s'more cookie, yeah. But alright, you guys, that's it for this week's cookbook cooking with your girl Tyressa Renee. Make sure you're subscribed, leaving a thumbs up, letting me know you like this video. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out what's going on next week, because it might involve my cake pop rock. It's gonna be a little something different. You know how I love to experiment on this channel, but make sure that you guys tune in for more and make you some of these s'more cookies. Maybe try smaller marshmallows. Mine were so big. This is so good though. Peace.